Well, it was game time last night, that's for sure. The U.S. takes home the gold medal, 4-3 in overtime against Finland. It is the seventh gold medal for the U.S. in the tournament's history, the first time they have gone back to back. Harry, I know you watched that game. I don't think that I could have imagined anything more stressful than a 20-minute period of 3-on-3 overtime. But I mean, what an effort by this team. Down two goals in, the back half of the second period to get this thing tied up, to bounce back, to take it to overtime. And I mean, what a pass to set up that game-winning goal. Buoy him to Teddy Stiga.
I'm shocked they won this game. I completely pronounced them dead after the Finns went up 3-1. The second that happened, I was like, like we haven't been down two goals all tournament. Team isn't really adversity tested. And the kids got game, man. I mean, they all do. That was a hell of an effort. Um, it's crazy. First time in history back to back. Like I know the US hasn't been the traditional superpower, but I'm a little surprised by that that at some point we haven't done it. So that's huge. That's huge for USA. That's, planting the flag like, hey, we are perhaps the dominant force in the world of the future of hockey, which is so exciting. Huge shout out to Trey Augustine, becomes the winningest USA goaltender in world junior history. That is a pretty big honor. There's a lot of names in there that are, Hall of Famers in the NHL, and this kid's already up there at number one.
Absolutely. You nailed it. I thought he was fantastic. I think some people will say, oh, he should have had this, he should have had that goal. I think the end of the day with Augie, it's just the saves he makes in the second and third period down the stretch. It's the saves he makes when he looks like he doesn't even have a chance. I mean, that's what makes this guy the best goaltender not currently in the National Hockey League. It's just unbelievable what you get from him on a night in, night out basis. And, you know, everything that's gone on at Michigan State, I think you can just directly point to Trey Augustine and say he's such a huge part of it. Uh, Want to talk about Cole Hudson for a second. Uh, we mentioned one of the Caps' top prospects coming out of this tournament. He finished the tournament with 11 points, 3 goals and 8 assists in 7 games, and he's the first defenseman to ever lead the entire tournament in scoring.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Think about like Cale Makar, John Carlson, like all these, prolific offensive defensemen, Quinn Hughes, like
sure.
all these guys. This is the guy who
Petrangelo.
led it. Yeah, this is the guy who led it. I mean, that's a second round steal for sure.
Yeah. So just an unreal tournament by that team. There were so many, guys that played a huge role. Guys like Cole Iserman, who maybe don't get a ton of ice time, but he's a power play weapon. And when he's out there, on the power play against Switzerland, makes a couple of huge plays. The game against who was it? The Czechs, the goal on that 2-on-1, you're not there. You're not in that gold medal game without that goal from him, So just plays like that are unbelievable. Zeev Buium, lug in the mail the whole tournament. His vision, his skating is unbelievable. Just could not be prouder of USA hockey right now. And, I feel like we can't talk about this without talking about the best part about all of this, which is the fact that they had, the 13 and 21 sweaters hanging up in the dressing room the entire time.
And how about head coach David Carl, man? This guy uh, is dominating hockey in the last year of his life. Two gold medals, a national championship. I've seen a lot of people online posting like this dude is going to make some NHL franchise very happy in the future. I know a lot of people are saying the Blackhawks need to go after this guy with the youth movement, and he knows how to deal with youth clearly. Um, I would not be shocked to see this guy in the NHL in the next season or two.
Oh yeah, he's going to get paid.
Yeah. A hell of a 2-year run. Just to recap the leading scores at the end of the tournament, and I am going to butcher some of these names, so please stand with me here. But Jacob Stancy, is that correct?
Sure.
Okay. For Czech, 10 points. He was second behind Lane Hudson. Third, Felix Unger Sorum, also 10 points. Both the guys I just listed are St. Louis Blues prospects. We all know about Axel Sandin Pellikka, Sweden, Detroit prospect, 10 points. Gabe Perreault, USA, Rangers prospect, also 10 points. And then Ryan Leonard, the Caps, also 10 points. So shout out to all those leading scores at the end of the tournament.
I do genuinely feel bad for Sweden because they have only won one gold medal in the tournament's 44-year history.
Which is weird, right? You would think it'd
It's
be higher
very
than that.
weird. I mean, they are year in and year out like a threat every year. You know you're going to have to go through that team at some point.
I have no facts to back this up. I feel like in the last 10 years, they've probably at least been in the bronze game and probably even the gold or silver game, like maybe 8 or 9 of the last 10 years. I don't know.
Yep.
Feels like it.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
always up there.
and they didn't even medal this year because
They
they
didn't.
lost to the Czech in a 14 round shootout with a final score of 3-2.
What a move. That winner. Oh my God.
14 rounds. That was that was a heart attack waiting to happen if you're a Swede.
Yeah, exactly.
So a hell of a tournament. That puts a bow on the 2025 World Juniors USA Gold. It's just a great feeling.
It
I'm
is.
excited for the future.
Yeah, and they've got like 8 or 9 guys that can come back next year.
Yeah, let's run it back again. Canada's in absolute turmoil right now, so
Do it on home
we'll
soil. It's going to be in Minnesota. That would be pretty cool.
yeah, right. A three-peat like at home, that would be insane.